A news poll today, Coalition lost more skin off its primary vote. It's down 2 points to 35% primary. Cannot win an election at 35 primary. That's about as low as it's been this term. There was a climate question in the poll too. Now, this is very interesting. It shows 47% of voters think that the government should prioritise emissions reduction. A lot of people banging on about that today, and then only 40% think that lower bills should be the main consideration. But if you add in the 10% that say energy security and avoiding blackouts is the key priority, you got 47% there of people saying, look, we're really concerned about where things are headed. We think that, yes, there should be emissions reduction, but not at the cost of jobs, the economy, cheaper power, all the things that we voted the coalition in at the last election to support. Look, I've been looking at these polls on the issue of climate since 2007. It's always been this way. Big head nod to the environment, as all Australians have, but then concern that when you're at the bottom end of the small business tree, or you're a low income or middle income household with a couple of kids or fixed income pensioner, how on earth are you going to bear the cost of it all?
Well, I think this is a key point. And on the weekend, I wrote a story about concerns within the National Party about moves after the Glasgow Climate Change Conference to limit the production of beef and lamb, and to actually change people's diets and get them to have a meatless Monday and have more plant-based food. Now, that small story on a Saturday afternoon just went crazy because people said, hold on, this is affecting our daily life, what we can put on our family dining table. This is a far greater impact on the way people think than the idea of some target of net zero carbon emissions by 2050, 30 years away. And this is the danger for the coalition, that yes, people do want things to happen about carbon emissions, but poll after poll has shown that it depends where you are and how much you earn as to how much you are prepared to pay for that reduction in climate emissions. And for the National Party, who represent the great big resource companies, but also 14 of the lowest income electorates in the country. So the National Party is representing resources interests on the one hand and low income earners on the other. And that's where this coalition real difficulty really comes to a head. Mind you, Anthony Albanese has a similar problem in areas like the Hunter, for instance.
Yeah, we'll see. He doesn't have to hold as many seats as the Prime Minister to stay in power anyway. He has to get them, of course, but the Prime Minister's starting from behind. Dennis, as always, thank you for your analysis.
Thanks, Peter.
Meatless Monday. You ain't seen nothing yet.